What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, May 29th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you did have a good holiday weekend. I know it was an intense weekend with those Saturn squares, moon opposite Saturn, a first quarter square, the sun and the moon. There's a lot going down over the weekend. But I would say this Monday, actually, for the holiday of Memorial Day, definitely comes into a better place. The moon's going to come into Libra. It's trying to see the beauty in life. It's trying to negotiate. There's an aesthetic, right? The beauty, harmony, all these things we're trying to figure out. I mean, sure, we can come through some extremes in the process, but it's going to come into Libra and make that nice trine to Pluto at 0 Aquarius. So, I mean, I think it gives us an amplified sense of a desire to create this harmony in our life and to communicate, to express, hopefully to, share emotion and to also share intellect and have good conversation. And I would say that's where things get delegated in life right now, is just through the honesty of conversation. That's how we bring justice into any situation, is usually through being honest and kind of upfront and not hiding, too much behind the scenes. If we hide so much behind the scenes, then we're lacking that transparency. So I feel like this Monday kind of comes into a transparent place after there was so much sort of heaviness or harshness or being very on it, with the moon finishing in Virgo, very particular looking at things. It comes into a more kind of takes a breath, right? A lot of air with the moon here in Gemini season. It is going to finish the day trining the sun in Gemini. So I think that's where we kind of take a deep breath and express certain things that need to be said so that we can get more of what we maybe were picking apart or saw the truth of, so it definitely feels better today. I think there's just a lot of more light energy, of course, and it's based around, I think, the people we're around, relationships, good conversation, expression of emotion. And I think, the more transparent, again, it's going to be very important. So we want to be as transparent as we can be. That's how we get justice and harmony in our lives. And the moon's also going to sextile Mars in Leo, which I think is a great amplifier in general, just for feeling like we have energy, like we can move, like we can create, like we can, express ourselves, especially with the Leo energy and the things we want to create, things we want to do. If we have ideas or thoughts, maybe it's a good time to share it with people, right? Whatever they're about, I think it gives us a confidence boost as we come into Libra, so that it takes a little bit of the wishy-washy of kind of Libra, right? Or, constantly weighing things out. I think with the good aspects to the sun and the moon, to the moon and Mars today from the moon, the sun with the good aspects to the sun, the trine we finish off with in Gemini, and the sextile to Mars in Leo, I think that definitely brings a defining factor to get off my lens to not get so stuck or weigh things out. I mean, I think that things are very clear and transparent, and that's the beauty of today, is we find justice and beauty and harmony through the transparency. And it'll help us to act on those things and to identify whatever these are. And I think just to feel good too, just to kind of take that deep breath and be and then on the exhale, where that energy needs to go, you'll find a place to put it today, and definitely can feel much, much better. Also, Jupiter's going to come to 3 degrees of Taurus. It's getting ready to meet with that North Node at 3 degrees, and 3 is a very abundant Jupiterian degree, and I think having Jupiter there definitely is, I think, cracking some of the codes to the things that we want in our life, more of the things that we want to have or acquire, or our own belief about how we can get to what we want in life, and also just the belief of feeling abundant within ourselves, and hopefully in a confident way, and with the North Node there. So definitely a good time to believe good things are right around the corner. Bring that balance into our lives. Start, doing anything we need to. It's definitely a do it Monday. I feel like today is just going to feel better when we do things, because it's actually really going to harmonize situations and bring that clarity and understanding that we're looking for. And I think there's a lot of abundance around the corner for people, especially if they have good faith in themselves, of course, and also in the universe. Also, Uranus is at 20 degrees of Taurus now, and gosh, hasn't been there in quite some time, 84 years, right? So it's been a long time since we've seen Uranus come into this third decan of Taurus, and that's definitely a level up energetically. So yeah, there's changes coming to our life, you know, especially over the next, 2 years here, and money situations, values, finance. I think different ways as humanity that we understand value collectively. Like there's just a shift. Maybe it's all internal. Maybe just the collective is starting to see more self-worth and more abundance in that. And that kind of takes us out of maybe some of the consumerisms that the collective gets stuck in or has been stuck in sometimes. So I just think that this just changes the value scale for a lot of individuals on this planet, and we'll start to kind of feel what that feels like. It's definitely a new frequency and a more mature sort of intellectual understanding of what is good and what is quality. And it might not be what, we might just, there's gonna be tweaks. You might just see like a little thing and be like, oh, that is good, and you might see something you always thought was of value and then look at it and be like, nah, everybody has that. That's not good, So it's a good one too. Other than that, pretty chill day, Overall, I mean, you guys know there's Pluto square the nodes. Pluto, Jupiter still technically in square. Mars is, finally 5 degrees in separation from that opposition to Pluto. Still square Jupiter, still square the nodes. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I think we're all realizing how important values are and how to link our desires with that and to create and to not be overly willful at the same time, compromise. I think this Libra moon, Gemini sun definitely helps us with any sort of compromise that needs to be had. Good for like contracts and stuff too. So. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe those things that always made us feel comfortable, grounded, secure, maybe there really is a frequency shift today, and all of a sudden you realize what's going to bring you into more alignment, have better relationships, better conversations, is all of a sudden a shift of value takes place in us, and what might have been sort of the pinnacle of something just kind of doesn't feel the same any longer, isn't worth the same. 3 of Cups, upright, love that. I feel like it's going to be really positive energy with people and conversations and laughs, having a good time. I feel like today could be just a vibe. The people you're around, I think it's important, making sure that everybody like can vibe and have a good time. That energy is definitely present in the astrology, so I hope it's present for you. Tarot seems to back that up. And the Page of Swords too. Yeah, what a day for, curiosity, talking, learning, sharing information, ask questions, I feel like, yeah, that's where it's at. Questions bring truth. They bring answers, and some people are going to have answers. Some of us aren't going to have answers. You just got to have a little bit of like dialogue, and I feel like bringing people into the equation will really amplify a sense of self and direction. So, yeah, I mean, gosh, if you're not going to see anybody today, like, great day to pick up the phone and like call a friend, I feel like. See what's up. I feel like there's a tidbit in there for someone out there listening to this, like checking in with friends and family and people who are close to you and seeing what's on their mind, seeing what they might have to say. They might drop some little something, especially with Uranus coming to 20 Taurus. Like, you'll be surprised. People have something good. Or it's even the other way around, where people, you have conversations and nothing interests you because you're realizing that it's just kind of like focused on you right now and what you want. And that's not a bad thing too, but I think it's a good opportunity, good day to share and talk with others especially, and to vibe. It's a good vibe with people day. So I hope everybody feels that way on this holiday, and wishing you all the best, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.